Here I'm going to show you how to update an image or a banner slider image on your home page. As you can see in the center of the page here, we have our rotating images, part of our banner slider. This is a great place to showcase holiday specials or any sales that you're currently offering. These images you're going to want to change often or revert back to original images that you had on there. In addition, I'm also going to show you how to update basic images that reside on your home page. So first, in order to start, we're going to log into our admin and we're going to hover over to find our home page. So go to Catalog, Categories, and the category list. This will list all the category pages. Off to the right side of the category name, you'll see a home page icon. Any of these will represent a home page. This is a multi-store with multiple home pages. Your website may only have one of these. But once I've found it, let's go ahead and click on it, and we'll see our HTML code right here in this box. You can expand this box here just by dragging the bottom right corner. Now before we search for that image, I want to point out that it's good practice to always copy the homepage code and just copy that into like a notepad here, and I've currently already done so. So once that's saved and out of the way, use that as a backup in case something goes wrong. You can always revert back. Going back to our image slider, you'll notice that it's on top of the home page. So what we want to do is look at the top of the code, and right near the top you'll see div ID is slider. And this is our banner slider with 3 lines of code, one for each image. You'll also notice that each of the images are found in a file path on the server. So one note before we move on, good organization if you're using a banner slider is to put all of your images in one location on your server. As you can see here, assets, images, or image banner is the location where the first 2 images are. Our third image is not in that folder, so it'd be a good idea to keep that in the assets, image, banner directory. And so moving on, before we do so, let's go back to the home page. If you right click on this image, you can open this image up separately. You'll notice that the pixels for this image is 1600 by 517. Another good practice is when you're updating a rotating image, you want to make sure that your new image is going to contain the same dimensions as the ones that are already on there, especially the height. The CSS styling for the responsive is going to control the width based on the viewpoints of what type of application you're using, whether it's a mobile phone, a tablet, or website. But when you're responding down an image that's a different height, it's going to look funny in an image rotator. So make sure to keep your dimensions the same. Same goes for our individual image here. You can see that this image is 280 pixels by 140. We're going to want to keep the same size when we make a new image for this area here. So moving on, let's go ahead and go back to the code, and we're going to replace this path name and file name with our new image. So in order to do that from our HTML editor within the admin, go ahead and click on HTML editor. We have an insert edit image button here. You can find the image already, but I wouldn't suggest deleting this. You're going to take away all the style sheets that's assigned, the class that's assigned to this image. What I instead would like you to do, go ahead and open up your image properties box. Right here you'll see this is where the current path to the file is. Let's go ahead and find our new image. I'm going to go to our banner folder. That's where the other 2 images were, and we're going to upload our image. So you'll notice here, let's find our new image, and I'm going to upload it. And now you'll see new banner image is now under the banner folder. Let's go ahead and click on that. Here's our path. Here's our new image file name. I'm going to copy this, and instead of just inserting this image right here, I'm going to close this out. No need to do so. I'm going to go back to the HTML code and just replace out the path and the file name only. So as I do that, it's already changed, but the class still remains, so there's no need to reassign the class. This is for the responsive center block. This will style out this image to show properly. Once that's done, let's scroll down, we'll click Update, and let's test the home page by refreshing. You'll notice image 3 will be our new image, and there you go. The class, the style sheet, everything's stayed the same except for the path to the file, and the new file is showing. Now let's do the same thing here for this image that shows $3 signs. Directly underneath it, there's a heading called Buy Factory Direct. We can search for that in the code, or we can again open this image up and we can take the $.png, we can take the file name of this image, and let's go ahead, go back to our home page. And by hitting Control F, I'm going to search for $.png. As you can see, it's right here. We can do the same thing. So $.png. Let's go ahead and go back to our HTML editor. And again, there it is right here. Instead of deleting that, let's just go ahead and locate our new image on the server. Factory Direct New is my new image. I'm just going to copy the URL, the path, and the file name. I'm going to close this out. Buy Factory Direct. Right above it, you'll see image source points to assets image $. That's our old image. We're going to go ahead and copy over that with our new path and our new file name. The class stays the same because we did not delete that image from the home page, so that everything stays the same. I've made my Factory Direct New PNG the same exact size, so it's going to fit properly. I'm going to update that. Let's go ahead and update the home page. And there you go. You see Factory Direct. It's floating over this image background, or this blue background here. It's a PNG transparent, so it's going to show with no white edges around it. It's the same size, so it fits perfectly. And again, up top, you see our banner has been updated here. So that's as easy as that. If you want to change back that information, it's as simply as going back to your homepage code, and you go open up that notepad file that we had early in the beginning, which has our original images and the paths to them. You can go right back. I'll show you how quick and easy this is. I'm changing the banner slider image right there, and right below we have our Buy Factory Direct image, path and file name. Let's find that here on the website. I've changed both. I'm just going to make sure I update. I'm going to refresh the home page, and you'll notice here that everything is back to the way it started. So this is a good example. If your sale is over in a week or a month from now and you want to change back to your original graphics, I've got my $$ sign back here for Buy Factory Direct, and my third image in my rotator, my banner slider here, is back to the original. So it's as simple as that. And the other step that I didn't touch on earlier is you can do the same thing via FTP. So using File Transfer Protocol, if you're going to upload your images to your server, all you have to do again is find the right folder directory that those images sit in, upload your new image to that directory, and you copy that path or the file name, and you're just going to replace the code that we already did in those final steps. And again, if you chose to just use a chronological naming like image 1, image 2, and image 3, all you have to do is just upload the image, and that's it. There's no change to the HTML code because everything stays the same. That's pretty much it. Make sure to update. But what we've covered again was how to update your banner slider on your home page, and any basic image on your home page was covered.